Hello, Carbon Valley. This is Dean Rummel, Executive Director, coming with a message today and some updated drawings of what the district election is here in the next month. So ballots should be hitting mailboxes middle of April, end of April, with the deadline the first Tuesday of May. Um, as you have likely heard, our district is asking residents if they want to fund our growth and expansion within the community. This is focusing on building a second community recreation center with amenities such as indoor pools, outdoor pools, interactive splash pad, an outdoor hot tub, water slides, fitness room, weights and cardio rooms, birthday party and community rooms, gymnasium, on-site child watch, many amenities that a rec center holds. As the executive director for the district, my job is not to try to persuade you to vote in one way or the other, nor do I desire to sell you on anything you aren't wanting. My role and passion within this is to ensure the district is being transparent in our planning and to provide residents with all the information to make an informed decision. The decision to support this is a personal one, and each of you should weigh the impacts versus the benefits you and the overall community will receive. My main ask is that you take the time to learn about our plans, understand the facts, and participate in the voting process. If the community decides they want this new addition, then we will build it. If the community decides against the new expansion, we will continue to support our growing desires and needs the best that we can within the limitations of our current facilities. The choice is 100% up to you, Carbon Valley. So we're going to work on enhancing our community, making it a desirable place to live, work, visit, play. Again, going to show you some slide decks here of just the process that we've been on. The timeline, it has been, this isn't something we've just started. We've been working on it since 2019 through our feasibility study. 2020 put us on hold. 2021, we continued our community outreach in multiple fashions. 2021, we went to the voters with the election in November. We did not pass. We weren't successful. It failed about 45 to 55, non in favor of it. Voter turnout was not great. So we're hoping just that more voters come out and vote this round. There were many lessons learned in that process. And the board and staff and some consultants have been working extremely hard to present what I'm going to show you today, going into an opportunity to vote again in May. The ongoing timeline is the community continues to grow. We know it's not going to get smaller over the next years, and just trying to stay up with the growth has been our desire. This slide was what was voted on in 2021, back in November. Just to pique your memory, it was a pretty large scale water park, outdoor water park with a recreation center attached to it. Again, some of the lessons learned we heard through this process. Whoa, I didn't even know there was a rec center attached to it. It was so concentrated on the water park. The community didn't see a need for this regional draw of a water park and wanted something more just for our community. And indoor aquatics, having additional water year round is a big desire. And we see that, we feel it at the current rec center that sits in Frederick. If you were just here over spring break, it was busy and at capacity almost every day. And at capacity, there was no restrictions, no COVID restrictions anymore, no limitations of what we can have in there. It literally was just at capacity based on the size of our pool. Our staffing numbers are fantastic again. We are fully staffed in so many different areas throughout the rec center. With hiring lifeguards, we're up over 40 lifeguards now. That's 40 youth that we've hired in this community to be lifeguards. So just want to make sure y'all know that our capacity limitations is not because of staffing shortages right now. Images of what is on the May ballot for you to vote. So here's just a different look at what we're offering. Again, it's a second rec center with the general functions of the rec center: basketball courts, fitness and weights, childcare, birthday parties, offices, fitness studio for classes and exercise, locker rooms, family changing locker rooms. The main differences that you're going to see here is the component of the indoor space. So the gray shaded area with kind of, it looks like maybe a fence around it. That's just because the tops popped off. So indoor aquatics is in this rendering now, in this concept of another indoor water area with a water slide. As you come out, be very large garage door openings that flow into the outer spaces. If you come out to the bottom right of the indoor area, there's an outdoor hot tub being proposed. We feel that that was an amenity we were missing in November. Then the Mickey Mouse ears look-in area is a very large interactive splash area, splash ground area, spray ground. What's neat with this is a couple of things. We don't need to lifeguard it and staff it. And then it can also be open more months out of the year than just in the outdoor pool area. So we can have this open on the shoulder seasons when it's still warm out, still nice out, but maybe it's a little cooler to actually be operating a full-blown outdoor pool. So opened more months than the water park of 2021. And then into what we keep here and what we've heard for years and years about the outdoor pool. We still feel an outdoor pool is critical in our next steps forward. And having an outdoor pool at the 0 depth entry and larger area for just splashing and playing, lots of seating area around the deck, couple water slides to go down, get in very thoughtful in our design. And you'll see it in a couple drawings later of squaring off the building for future additions down the road, if desired and needed. And same with aquatics parts. There's going to be more area to expand as well. Just some different views. This is a similar view, but with the top put on the indoor pool. So what it's going to look like being covered. And again, the large garage doors that open to the splash area and to the outdoor pool, and then the outdoor slides. A bird's eye view from the aerial, still looking with hopes of doing this in Central Park and Firestone, right next to the library that's currently out there. And as you can see, giving plenty of space, working with the town of Firestone for potential growth down the road. Just a street side view, kind of copying, mimicking the look of the library, just pretty basic approach with, earth tone colors. Coming into the rec center, being creative with such a square building with the wayfindings and, pathways to keep the flow of the rec center and just open feel of it, having the greeting desk as you come in. And then from that desk, you can see into the weight room and cardio area, into the party room and kids zone, kid watch, and then a view into the gymnasium itself. The indoor pool deck with the lazy river, river walk area, and then again, interactive play with the water slide. This water slide deck is pretty cool concept. Again, trying to be very efficient with our funding of this one set of stairs takes you to the indoor pool, and then you would go outside a door to maybe go up another level or two to the outdoor slides. So just being cautious with, can we get away with just building one stairs and not having an indoor stair and an outdoor stair and doubling the cost of those stairs. View from the splash pad, looking back at the rec center. Again, being able to keep this open multiple months out of the year. View from the pool area, looking back at the rec center with the slides, the mountain views off to the west, looking at those large garage doors again. I highly encourage you to visit our website. We have updated FAQ sheets, facts on this. Again, nothing to persuade how you vote, but also just questions we keep hearing over and over, or misinformation that is out there via social media or just neighbors and folks just not having all the correct information. Please go and educate yourself and not just listen to maybe what you're hearing. But again, we're just looking for people to show up and vote. If you've heard or wondering what about the senior expansion and center, Kind of a side project happening right now is the decisions to either expand the current room into making it a second space at the current senior facility, or working with the town of Firestone with their vacant old town hall. A lot of opportunities with both options of giving our seniors additional space and space under one roof. The town hall one is pretty creative, where we'd be getting about 4 times as much space to go renovate that building as we would to build new and expand the current senior center itself. So just keeping in mind that the seniors are still a high priority as well. And again, just the remember to vote. We did this a little bit different this time. We brought in a design build team in early January to help with the pricing, to help with updated graphics. In March, the bond language, and to actually certify this election was approved by our board of directors. Ballots are to be mailed to all district residents. Should hit your mailboxes probably next week, actually, the week of April 11th to 18th, with the final day to drop off ballots May 3rd. So it's a mail-only ballot due to those Tabor measures on it. So that kind of shows this presentation. I'm going to get off this slide and talk a little bit about the question itself. So the questions is different too. It's going to be a 2-part question, a 6A and a 6B. 6A is a question regarding operating such a facility for the next 30, 40 years. And then 6B is a question to build it. So separating one large question into 2, 6B will actually be an obligation bond to build, meaning we would take out a loan to build the building, and to pay back that loan, it'd be about up to $1.7 million a year. What this does compared to last November is, as the community continues to grow and more people are moving into the Carbon Valley, more people are paying into that debt of the build of the new rec center and pools, your individual contributions will go down, because we just need to hit that mark a month to pay off, lack of better words, the mortgage that comes with it. So we feel going this route with the questions was much more transparent, much more clear to you as voters that needed to fill out your ballots. So please be looking for your ballots. Please be visiting our website and looking at the facts and the changes from November to now. And please be asking any questions that you might have. So you can email me directly at drummel@cvprd.com. We have an elections email, elections@cvprd.com, or just stop by and talk to anyone around the rec center. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Really appreciate it. And, again, regardless of what happens, we're here for you, Carbon Valley, and we will continue to produce fantastic options and opportunities and what we're able to do. All right. Thank you.